Pirate Adventure on the Island of Song. On the deck of the small pirate ship Brave Sail, there was a joyful commotion. Little pirate Theodor, with his captain's hat askew, stood at the bow, gazing at the horizon. Beside him were his best friends, Bobik the parrot, young cabin boy Gus, and brave sailor Tola. Together they traversed seas and oceans in search of adventures and treasures. Theodor always felt safe on his ship, surrounded by friends. Yet sometimes he felt something unsettling. He didn't like being the center of attention and avoided situations where he had to perform in front of others. One sunny day, a mysterious island appeared on the horizon. It was the Island of Song, about which legends circulated. It was said that every inhabitant of the island sang, and melodies carried across the ocean. Theodor felt a slight pang of anxiety. What if they had to sing? "Captain, are we heading to the island?" Tola asked, looking at Theodor with a smile. "Yes, Tola, we must see what's hidden there," Theodor replied, trying to sound confident. As soon as they set foot on the beach, they were greeted by a group of singing inhabitants. They were dressed in colorful outfits and sang cheerful songs. Theodor felt his heart beat faster. He didn't like singing, especially in front of others. "Welcome to the Island of Song," one of the inhabitants called out. "You are here to experience our singing tradition. Everyone who visits our island must sing." Theodor looked at his friends. Gus and Tola seemed excited, but he felt uneasy. Bobik the parrot, perched on his shoulder, sensed his discomfort. "Don't worry, Theodor. We'll manage together," Bobik said, gently patting his shoulder with a wing. The inhabitants led them to a large clearing where singing rehearsals took place. Everyone sang, danced, and had a great time. However, Theodor felt out of place. "Theodor, you must try. You don't have to be perfect. It's important to have fun," Tola encouraged him. Theodor took a deep breath and decided to try. He started singing softly, but his voice trembled. The islanders smiled at him, and his friends sang along with him, boosting his courage. Suddenly, something changed. Theodor felt the music seep into his heart. He realized he didn't have to be perfect. What mattered was enjoying what he did. His voice grew more confident, and singing began to bring him joy. "See, Theodor, singing can be fun," Gus exclaimed. Theodor smiled widely. He felt he had conquered his fear. Singing wasn't so frightening, especially with friends by his side. When it was time to return to the ship, Theodor felt different. He was proud of himself for overcoming his fears. He knew he didn't have to be perfect to enjoy what he did. "Thank you for a wonderful adventure," he called to the islanders, waving goodbye. "Come back to us any time," the islanders replied, singing joyfully. On the deck of the Brave Sail, Theodor sat at the bow and looked at the horizon. Bobik the parrot sat beside him. "You were amazing, Theodor. You conquered your fear and had a great time," Bobik said. "Yes, Bobik. I realize I don't have to be perfect. It's important to try and enjoy what I do," Theodor replied with a smile. New horizons. From that day forward, Theodor felt more confident. He knew that with the help of his friends, he could overcome any obstacle. Every new adventure was an opportunity for learning and self-discovery. "To new horizons," he exclaimed, raising his hand in triumph. "To new horizons," his friends replied, ready for more adventures.